Hello there. Welcome to FinServ Now with Zakia Larry. I am Zakia Larry. If it's your first time here, welcome. But it's already May. Can you believe that? That means we are about a month away from something really huge, which is why you're here today to find out about it, right? Now, let me just say this. As our trusted vendors, partners, and community, we are always thinking about ways to help you not just network, but also grow in very tangible ways. So today we will present to you an inside track on the 2021 FinServ Expo, because the Expo is designed to do exactly that. Now, the world is opening up, but in a lot of ways, we're still socially distanced. So this year's Expo will be virtual in our socially distanced world, but I gotta tell you, we are breaking borders and bringing you together like nothing you have experienced, because it's about growth and one-on-one development. I'll tell you what that means in just a minute. But listen, we'll be answering your burning questions and telling you a bit about the mission of the FinServ Expo. And of course, what it means for you. And guess what? We're actually going to bust up some Zoom fatigue. So we got a lot to cover today. So it is my esteemed pleasure to bring in two phenomenal professionals that you know and have worked with. I want to introduce Tiffany Fletcher, and she is the Chief Operating Officer of CIFS, or the Council for Inclusion in Financial Services. Hi there, Tiffany.
Hello, how are you, Zakia?
Doing great, doing great. Thank you. And then I would love to bring in Deshawn Turner. He is the event director for CIFS. Hello.
Hello.
Yay, the team is here. I got to tell you, we think about you guys 24/7. Am I telling the truth, y'all? Am I?
So true. It's so true.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
absolutely, because we are also the planning team for the expo. So all of the hats that you see these two amazing professionals wear, we're also planning this experience for you. So you get the inside scoop right here from the people who are making this happen for all of us. Now, before we get into what's exciting about this year's expo and why you need to be there, I want to start with a little bit of our why. Let's just cut to the core of it, because I think that will help you to understand where you fit. Tiffany, will you take us behind the scenes? Why a FinServ Expo in the first place?
Absolutely, Zakia. Why do we have the event? Well, to be honest, we saw a problem and we wanted to be a part of the solution. We thought, why not have an event that could bring people together to be a part of the financial services industry and help create a path forward and bridge the gap between words and actions. And as a result, the FinServ Expo was born. We go from making the business case for diversity and inclusion, highlighting the importance of attracting millennials and other young professionals to the financial services industry, as well as sharing the social and economic benefits of providing equity for small and minority-owned businesses. The FinServ Expo actually takes a top-down approach to inclusion.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. And it sounds like we know that these things are all needed, right? And some people may be asking, well, how does that apply to me? And so, Deshawn, talk to us a little bit about who would benefit from all of these incredible initiatives that Tiffany just outlined for us.
Absolutely. By hosting lenders, bankers, and mortgage brokers alongside the general public, including like small businesses, entrepreneurs, we work to foster deeper relationships and trust across the industry, and especially our industry.
Yeah. What's so powerful, Deshawn, you said not only these incredible professionals in the financial services industry, but also the general public. But that's like bringing, and I don't want to say it this way, but that's like fish in a barrel, right? Not only are our industry professionals being poured into, but also the general public is learning about products and services, and they can become clients as well, right?
Absolutely.
I think that's super cool. That's one of my favorite parts about this. So I hope you all are taking notes. You get to learn and source business. Hello. This is what I'm talking about now. Now let's just call it out. I'm going to call something out If I get in trouble, hey guys, they're going to tell me. But listen,
Uh-oh.
I know, but I'm just going to put it out here. Everybody has been virtual for 18 months and everybody is saying that their event is awesome. All right, let's just put it out there. And our event is virtual and our event is awesome.
Awesome. The best. Okay.
Exactly. So, but I want to unpack. I love that, Deshawn. I want to unpack what that really looks like. And one of the things we've been doing is leading up to our event, right? We're not just plopping you down June 22nd through the 23rd. We've also been just sort of leading up to it and feeding into that. And actually, FinServ now has been a part of that. It's been a monthly series. Do you want to talk a little bit about that first, Tiffany?
I definitely will. First of all, I don't think we can talk about FinServ now without recognizing our intelligent, inspiring, beautiful, and fabulous host of FinServ Now, which is Miss Zakia Larry. Because without our beautiful host, and notice I had to get from one woman to another, it's not, she's beautiful to the eye, so that's obvious, but she is so intelligent and inspiring. And without our wonderful host, we would not be able to do it. So we love and appreciate you, and we want to make sure that you know that. But FinServ Now, it's our monthly speaker series, and it's also hosted by the Council for Inclusion in Financial Services. And it allows us an opportunity to bring to the forefront some awesome industry professionals and experts that can share valuable insights and information that's related to the fundamental pillars that establish the basis of the Council for Inclusion, as well as for the FinServ Expo.
That's a really good point. And what I've loved, and thank you so much, team, for that shout out. It's been my pleasure working with, and by the way, we're also co-producing. So when we say we think about you all 24/7, I'm not kidding, not kidding. But one of my favorite things, to Tiffany's point about the FinServ Expo, about the experts that have been coming through and the speaker series, these are people that many of them you get to see at the conference, but the expo, but we go deeper at the expo. That's one of the things that's really exciting. So we'll unpack that in a minute, but let me ask this. And I'll start again with Tiffany, because we're about to really pull back some layers and you'll understand what I mean about the speaker series has been exactly what we need it to be, and we're going to go deeper. So here's a question though. There are a lot of elements to running a successful brand in this industry, no matter what segment you're in. And our content speaks directly to that at the 2021 FinServ Expo. One, our theme is shift, which is so appropriate for this time, but also talk to us a little bit about what our attendees will experience and walk away with. And I know, Tiffany, you've got some things from a legal perspective and women in business that you can highlight for us.
Yeah, definitely. We've got several awesome sessions, some keynotes, some panels, but a couple that I'll highlight. One, as it relates to the legal space, because with our theme being shift, and we know that we've all been in a pandemic for the last 18 months or so, and as a result, most companies have had to shift, their strategies and how they do business. And so one of the things that we wanted to talk about was kind of what is it going to look like post-pandemic, right? So what's your exit strategy? What planning will companies need to do, and what preparing will they need to do to be prepared as we come out of this pandemic environment? And areas that are going to be heavily impacted are around the legal space, because we thankfully the federal government, we went into moratoriums around evictions and foreclosures, because there were so many people impacted by losing their jobs, or just by being ill from COVID-19. So as a result, there were initiatives and provisions made to help individuals that have been impacted to be able to sustain their livelihood, right? To not be put out on the streets. And that was truly a blessing for everybody involved. But as we start to peel back the layers of the moratorium, we have to look at kind of what's next. So we've got a panel, and the name of that panel is the exit strategy. And we've got a number of technology companies within the legal space, as well as law firms in the legal space that are, and representatives from, DPREP companies and so forth that are coming in to talk about what is it going to look like as they prepare to handle this next phase. And so, companies like PLG and MLRP, and I have to highlight Better's law firm, who's going to be on this panel, Nicole Betters. One, because she's been an awesome sponsor since the beginning of the FinServ Expo.
Shout out to Better's law firm.
Always supports
Always
the event, and we are thankful for that. But she's going to be one of the participants on this panel. It's going to be moderated by Cade Holloman with PLG. And there, but I think that's one, and I think it's going to be very interesting about how the industry is going to return to normalized operations. They're going to talk about that. So whether you work for a law firm, or you're in our attorney network, or you play some other role within financial services industry, I do think they're going to have some great information for you to walk away with and have a good understanding of what's next. Another panel that I think is great and I want to highlight is we got a panel called Women in Power. And this panel is actually going to be moderated by our phenomenal COO, Dr. Cheryl Travis Johnson. She's the COO of VRM Mortgage Services, as well as the co-founder of CIFS. And she's going to be moderating a panel that is going to bring together some wonderful women within the industry who are in C-suite positions. Yes, women in positions.
Wow.
And they're going to be able to discuss the keys that have led to their personal success, their tenacity, as well as their drive to overcome any challenges that they've experienced in their careers, and how they've dealt with breaking through this formidable glass ceiling, right, that we all hear about. But I think what's great about this group is not only will they be able to inspire those that are listening, and so whether or not you aspire to grow in your career or to grow your business, and whether or not you're male or female, I want to make that point. I think you're going to definitely enjoy this group because not only are they C-suite, but they're assertive and they're spicy, if I could say that.
Yes, absolutely.
very dynamic.
Dynamic. That's another. Yeah. But they're highly capable women, and that's obvious. But I think just the interaction between this group, amongst this group, and the personalities that are on this panel are definitely going to encourage all of those that listen to want to grow and do better. And you'll definitely understand why they're all a force to be reckoned with. So more to come on that. So definitely keep your eyes open and get out there and register so you can participate in that panel.
Wow, that's incredibly rare content because I was just looking up stats on the number of women in the C-suite, and it's an increase from 23%, it's 25%, and we still know that is rare air. So even though I'll be at the event and working and such, I will be tuned in. So this is rare air, and we're presenting it to you because we love you. But wait, there's more. Deshawn. Right? There's even more. And again, it's tangible and it's rare air. What do we got?
So what I want to focus on are four different sessions that we're going to have. But one major one is the training, right? So for mortgage brokers in our industry, we have something for you. I mean, not one, but two sessions that are part of a 16-hour REO specialist certification program provided by VRM University and Bubba Mills. I know everyone knows who Bubba Mills is. I mean, like, come on. Like, Bubba Mills is a well-known coach, trainer, consultant. Yep. So the sessions that we have at the Expo will cover marketing and advertising. And we'll also focus on the common mistakes of completing a BPO, which we all know can be very difficult, right? So when you register for the VRMU CIFS training, you will be provided with a $100 discount for the certification program. And then along with that, we will also have additional added value coming from our other experts. So we'll also, along with Bubba Mills, we'll also have Rick Sharga of Realty Track. He's going to discuss what's in store for housing and mortgages and foreclosures, because we all are well aware that this housing market is like really crazy right now. And especially someone who's looking for a home and looking to buy right now. So it's crazy.
Good luck.
But I know, please pray for me. But it's hard to see how the market will bounce back post-pandemic. So he's going to be there to help give us some guidance along that and hopefully ease our minds a little bit. So now having, and then another session. So have you been hearing about the rise of hackers threatening to knock out companies unless the ransom is paid?
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't matter about the size of the company. They are targeting everyone.
That's true.
So when that happens, would you know what to do? I mean, I would know the proper steps. So, well, we have Dawn Hagigi from, she's a general counsel of PCV Mercor, speak on how to respond to ransomware threats. So that is definitely something to tune into, because that is really big right now. And so now that we've tackled training and the housing market and cybersecurity, I do want to highlight one more speaker. And she's Dr. Betty Moon of SAP Americas. To continue to thrive in our economy, we have to shift, which is the whole purpose of our expo, right? Yeah. So the need for innovation in the financial services industry is clear. Every organization should be evaluating how best to enhance their digital and analytic capabilities to meet new challenges. So Dr. Betty Moon will touch on 5 key strategies to help you thrive in our new economy. You definitely don't want to miss this.
That's huge. That is absolutely huge. So training, session, thriving, coming back, building back, right? I mean, and it's all here. And what I love is it's not just talk. These are strategies. And one of the things I want to highlight that I'm excited about is, of course, we know at the core of CIFS is diversifying the industry. And diversity could mean perspective, culture, not just ethnicity, but also socioeconomic. And so we have a couple of sessions with D&I experts who are telling you the business case for D&I. We know we're all great people and we all care differently about different things. What's the business case? And also we'll be having a session with Dr. James Pogue about having D&I conversations at work and at home. Right? So we want to avoid HR disasters, but we also want to make sure we're not uncomfortable and we're not walking on eggshells. And we also want to make sure that we understand the business case. How can we boost our bottom line by diversifying our teams, our workforces, our companies, and even our products? So can we say full scale approach? I'm excited.
I'm super excited too.
Approach.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we look at this every day, but I'm looking at all of our faces and we're getting rejuvenated, even sharing with you what you get to walk away with. And so this is super exciting for us here. Now, before we land the plane, it's a couple more things I want to touch on. Zoom fatigue is a very real thing. People are sick of it, but we thought about that as a team. We thought about it. And so we've been pretty intentional, right, Tiffany?
Absolutely. I feel like that's my favorite word today. I think, as we thought about it, we were like, we want to make sure that people walk away from the expo with a unique and different experience. And as much as you sit at your desk and look at the screen all day, we at least want you to be energized and feel like you're benefiting from the information you're getting in a virtual environment during the FinServ Expo. So there are three things that I think of that I feel like will actually, people will see as a differentiator in the Expo. I think one, you're going to be able to walk away with strategies and in some cases, some tangible resources that each registrant can use to grow personally as well as professionally. And you say, okay, I'll give you that one. Okay, I get that everywhere. No. The other one is I think participants are going to really have the ability to interact and ask questions. I don't know about you, but I participated in a number of conferences throughout this last year that have been virtual. And a lot of times the participants do not have the ability to actually ask a live question.
Right.
We are making sure that in the moment you have the ability to present a question and have your question answered during the expo. And I think thirdly, and probably most importantly, especially to those who are service providers that will be attending, we're definitely encouraging not only industry professionals, but also service providers and vendors to participate in the expo. We're going to have a virtual roundtable discussion. And that discussion is going to take place during the expo. You have to register and attend the expo to be able to participate in the roundtable discussion. We're going to have, it's open to our existing as well as prospective vendors and service providers. So if you are already a part of the VRM vendor network, you are absolutely invited. And if you are a vendor or you know of a vendor or service provider who wants to join the VRM vendor network, they are also included to register, attend the expo, and participate in the roundtable discussion. And during this discussion, you're going to be able to, I feel like I'm stuttering, you're going to be able to have conversations with industry experts and representatives from not only VRM, but also representatives from other corporate sellers. Because we recognize that our network is important to us, and we want our network to also have experiences and equity in this business, which means we want them to be provided opportunities to work with other corporate sellers beyond VRM. Because when they do that, they are better, their business is better, and we are better for having them in our network. So we're encouraging you to definitely take advantage of registering for the expo right now.
Deshawn, you've got some Zoom busters too. So as they're registering right now, for the other people who are still listening while registering, what else we got?
Well, you know, we don't want to just sit. We don't want you to just sit all day, listen to these amazing sessions. I mean, they're going to energize you, but you're going to have to get up and move and groove a little. So, you know, we're going to have some little surprises throughout the expo for sure. So please stay tuned, because we are going to have some entertainment that you definitely don't want to miss. I mean, it's going to get you up and moving. I promise you that. And then also, I also want to stay further connected, and I want to be connected with all of our attendees as well. So we want you to definitely download our mobile app, which is Hoover. We use it every year, and it's a way to stay connected with fellow participants, speakers, sponsors, and myself. I mean, I get emails all the time, okay? So you might as well download the app and communicate with me through there. And then there's going to be different interactive activities going throughout the expo. So you never know, the more active you get, you may get a surprise. I don't know. But that is, if you go to our app, to your app store, that's Apple or Android, and download WHOVA. That's WHOVA, Hoover. Download that, log in, and find the 2021 National FinServ Expo. Download it and you'll get all of the updates, I promise.
Oh my goodness, that's so incredible. And I love that tease about getting us up and moving. So I'm going to download Hoover just so I can continue to ask you who it is.
That's right.
Until we get to June 22 to the 23rd. Now, listen, we've given so many teasers as well as insight, but we have a huge announcement as well, as if everything hasn't already been big. But on June 22nd, our closing keynote speaker is, drum roll. Y'all ready?
Dr. Eric Thomas.
Yes. Listen, you know ET. You gotta want success more than you want to breathe. And I didn't sound right saying it because I'm not ET. So what that means is you need to register for the FinServ Expo because the Dr. Eric Thomas is our opening session keynote. Now, if you've not heard of Dr. Eric Thomas, it's okay. He has been named by Forbes as the #1 motivational speaker in the world, which he does not like that title, by the way. He has said he doesn't like #1 because he always wants to strive for something. Oh my gosh, is he not the one we need to hear from? But he's not, but look, I told him, you're still #1, sir. So it is what it is. So the #1 motivational speaker in the world, who's also a very successful businessman, who's also an author, who also has his hand in real estate, but at the core understands what you're balancing and how to fire you up and get you through it. So join us June 22 through 23 and hear from Dr. Eric Thomas, as well as our amazing marquee level speakers. So didn't we promise you some good stuff?
We
some
did.
good stuff.
Right? Okay, I'm getting excited. And y'all know I bubble over when I get excited. I can't control myself. Now, do you have any final thoughts? Because I feel like we're giving them everything, but at least we still have a couple of sneak peeks. Deshawn, Tiffany, let's give some final thoughts on the expo as we close out here.
Can I just say a couple of things and then Deshawn will wind us down. But I want to say one thing, we couldn't do any of this without a few different people and organizations. And one of our sponsors, like we highlighted Better's Law Firm earlier, that I'd like to highlight right now is another key sponsor that's been one of our top sponsors since the beginning, is auction.com. So it takes sponsorships from various companies and entities in the industry to help us to put on the FinServ Expo and other events. So we have to definitely shout out to auction.com. But also the president of the Council for Inclusion in Financial Services is Keith Murray. And most of you know about Keith Murray. He's also founder and owner and CEO of VRM and PCV and High Tech. I mean, he is phenomenal. He is the president of CIFS and has also been our largest sponsor. Personally, he and his wife and family have sponsored the events, and they make the largest donations to the events because he really believes in the cause. So I definitely wanted to not end today without giving shout outs to one of our corporate sponsors, but then also our president and key benefactor and try to proceed and move forward in the initiatives with CIFS and FinServ. But just as a final note on the conference also is just wanting to encourage you guys, please attend the FinServ Expo. We promise you'll walk away with a wealth of information that is going to benefit you personally as well as professionally. And so we encourage you to register today. And better than that, please share the registration link with others in your circle of friends and colleagues. And
social media.
Absolutely.
Encourage them to attend too. So you will not be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. Yes, and to piggyback off of that, social media is a huge thing. So we definitely want you to share. Just share. Go to our Facebook page. Go to our Instagram. Go to our LinkedIn and just share. And while you're at the expo, make sure you interact. Yes. You know, interaction is huge, and that is a way to definitely further your understanding of everything that we're talking about for the expo for sure.
Wow, that is such a good point, Deshawn, and thank you both for driving that home. And so, listen, we continue to want to be part of your community and family. So I'm gonna tell you this, because you're here today, there's still a discount code for you. Use the code FinServNow30. FinServNow30 for 30% off of your registration. And that, again, we were just doing it up, right? Typically people get 5 and 10%. No, FinServ now 30% off of your registration. So this is one of the codes and links you're going to want to share as well. And this offer is good until June the 6th.
So hurry.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Hurry.
Like literally, because you're going to get swept away by the holiday. You're going to forget. June 6th, the offer is good for FinServ now, 30% off. And hey, the website is councilforinclusion.org/FinServ-now. Well, that's for our show, but we'll see you again actually in the expo. So actually you can go to councilforinclusion.org and you see our banner for the FinServ Expo 2021. And oh my goodness, friends, the next time we see this amazing group, it will be June 22nd and 23rd at the expo.
Yes.
Wow.
It's coming up.
Time flies
There's
when
more
you're
work
having
to
fun.
do.
Time flies when you're having fun. We've got more work to do. So we are going to hop off and keep working on this so that we're ready for when you get there. And all you got to do is go register and we will be behind the scenes making it work for you. Don't forget to ask us questions, like, share, and we will see you. Oh my goodness. In just a few short weeks. Be safe out there. A month, literally a month. So much to Deshawn. Thank you so much to Tiffany. Thank you for your leadership. And thank you to you for investing in yourself. And we will see you soon. We got to go do some work. Bye.
Bye.